for the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tip, so they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, rep protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, rep protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue 90. Hot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all you needed to do.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Hey, 20.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. It's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And the screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Tannehill hands to Drake. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense.
Under pressure and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Robert Quinn able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. 3rd down here. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
And Galley's man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Hey, 20. Target. Go. Hey, 20. Play.
On first down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. C.J. Mosley able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on to stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. This is Collins on the handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, stays up. Eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Green.
And Jackson throwing once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tannehill now to throw. And Stills over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Tannehill. going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Going deep here for Still. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Tannehill appears to be as good as new here in 2018 as he brings the Dolphins up on first down.
50-50.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got it complete to Crabtree. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson on third and long. And he's going to go down again. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
20. Let's go. There you go, Tiger.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
36. Let's go, get set. Go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Zero. Tiger. Go. 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 Tiger.
Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so if that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now here come the Ravens. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.